Hello. I was gonna start with a normal intro, but apparently the background decided not to load up again. Hold on. Let me fix that. Let's try again. Yeah, there we go. All right. Hello. Good morning, and happy Friday. I am looking forward to getting started in this project proper. Okay, so what we have here is the two sort of like the main page designs that's going to make up MVP, sort of like the first iteration of the MVP. And I suppose for those of you who don't really know what an MVP is, I want to define that for you, at least as far as I'm concerned. So I'm getting this definition from the book called The Lean Startup, and to the author there, the MVP is stands for minimal viable product, and it's really there to answer a single question. That's what it is. So the question here is, will providing a singular place to go view my courses, um, especially if you could watch those courses before they're released on YouTube, is that enough value to want to sign up with your YouTube, Twitch, or just a username and password? That's it. That's the one question that we're asking, and based upon what I get from that, we'll be able to ask more questions. And so, really, a product is just a series of MVPs that sort of build on each other, and that's what we sometimes call the iterative method of a product design. So, let us sort of get started here. So, we're gonna start over. Do I want to start over here? Probably. For our basics, now probably also want to break this out to you get to go over. You go over there. You go over here. And I'm going to throw things into the project backlog because we're kind of out of this. So, all right. So traditionally, user stories would begin with as a, and then like what kind of user it is. So it could be like, it wouldn't be as a user. It would be something like as a platform user, or a Brooks Builds platform user, or a basically something to describe who the user is, because the entire point of the user story is to be doing the work with a context of who's going to be using it, as opposed to just the context of ourselves. Can I actually make these go away? No? Oh, they... Okay, so can I click on you? Nope. I can't zoom in and out. Oh, that's too bad. When I'm trying to zoom in and out, it's zooming just the canvas part, not the rest of the interface, which means that they're not responsive. Which is kind of surprising because they are they're a design company that allows you to be responsive, or at least design for responsive. Let's see, can I grid, layout grids, socialize comments, show hide UI. Okay. Liar. Okay. I do Control Shift slash to get this, and then it says show hide UI is this command slash, and when I do that, nothing happens. Cool. Is it because? Yep, nothing happens. Okay, so that's not exactly it. I think I can bring it back that way. They're catching other things with command. I'm just surprised that that doesn't work. All right, so what I'm thinking of is we're gonna start with like smallest, like super small chunks, because I'm a solo dev. This is not for a team. I can't focus on this, all day, unfortunately. And the work has to be broken up into like 1 hour chunks that I'm working on. Talking to one of my mentors, they said that not really possible to do that. You can't really make like stories 1 hour chunks. It's just like that's too small of a thing. The idea is that there are thin vertical slices that are focused on what the users of the application are going to be experiencing, not what I can build or something. So it wouldn't be something like build a back, just like build to build a hello world app and deploy that. It would be more of as a learner. So somebody who's coming here, I'm guessing that you're either learners or viewers. Is what like verb I'm going to use for this. And tell me what you want. How do you want to be known in my stories? Because you all are my clients, as it were, customers, people consuming this. So I'm thinking learners or viewers. So the first one I'm thinking is gonna be just like the background, which is gonna be the equivalent to a hello world if I can get one, which is gonna be, I want to see all those sort of like the circles and the shapes rising up. So something interesting to sort of see. So as a viewer, you know what I should do? I should reverse this. You go over there. You go over here. As a viewer, I want to see interesting shapes bubbling up. Okay, so that's our first user story. So that's going to be this one. Now, if we break this out, like what does that exactly mean? Well, I would need to, I probably want to like reset the directory a little bit, make sure that my deployments are all set up correctly. But basically inside I can have a list of tasks that need to be done to complete that story. So like basically definition of done. In like tasks to do that. Okay, so have that. Next one. So now that we have that one, I'm thinking we start working on a top menu bar for this. So as a viewer, I want to see the I guess like I want to know what station I'm on. Some of these I'm a little bit hesitant that I actually like know that that's a proper user story. Like, is that really a proper thin vertical slice? That'll be a top menu bar with our logo and the branding, like the name of the app here, but really nothing else on it. Okay, so as a viewer, I want to sign up with username and password. Okay, so that'll be the sign up one, and then I want to be able to log in with that too. So as a viewer, want to log in with username, password. I don't actually know, this might not need to be a separate. I guess like there's a very subtle difference in the sign up and login links. If I do the sign up button, that takes me to the same form, but I've clicked, like I've also sent like a little sign up thing so it knows to go directly to that. With login, it takes me to the login one, but besides that one, that's going to be fine. Now, okay, I also want to know that I have actually signed up. So as a viewer, now this one, I'm going to use some extra information here. As a logged in viewer, I want to know that I'm logged in. So I'm thinking that one is, once I'm here, I want a welcome with your username on it up here. So that way you know that you're logged in. As a logged in viewer, I want to be able to log out. So that'll be a log out button. Pretty important for this too. And something else that's annoying, and I noticed that the SDK for JavaScript with Auth0 does support this. So it's within, and I'm assuming that their own SDK, which is official and on their GitHub account. I'm guessing that that's sort of like how they recommend you do things. They store your token in a cookie, which the front end sets. We could do the same thing. So as soon as we get back, we can store the token in a cookie. When we first load, we can check to see if we have that cookie, do a request to get the user profile. If the cookie is expired, we could then mark that we're not logged in. Otherwise, we can mark that we're, logged in. So as a logged in viewer, when I refresh this, I expect to remain logged in. Okay. Now, other things is some people might want to do the social login where they're logging in with with Twitch or YouTube. Don't know if I want to figure out how to link those accounts yet. It's certainly possible. So, but I want to enable that login for it. So, as a viewer, I want to sign up with YouTube. Okay, so then that's those social authentications, and I think that's everything for here then. Okay, what's next? I guess like part of branding might also be this like welcome to Brooks Builds on this like front page. So if I just put in like a list of what these things are, this is going to be navbar logo, navbar sort of like app name, and then landing page like title. Okay, so I've got all of these things now. Next up would be I want to see, we can just start from left to right. I want to see the courses, the list of courses. I'm also not convinced that this is really necessary. If I remove that, it doesn't really take anything away from the design, and so I do want to minimize how much is going into this, just so that I don't take up too much time building this. Okay, so I want to see. I guess the story would be I want to see a list of the courses. This one's gonna be pretty big. So as a viewer, logged out or in, it doesn't really matter. I want to see a list of courses. Actually, I want to see what courses I could take. And so that would be my entire list here. Now the next one, maybe I don't like actually watch it at that point. Maybe it's just like the list of them, which, does that make sense? I want to see the list of courses. If I want to take the course, I just click on the button and then go for it. If I'm just going for it at that time, okay, so we have how do I want to deal with this? I think that's as small as I can make it. If so then the next one would be I want to watch the course. So as a viewer, I want to watch the course. I want to watch a course. Which in that case would now be clicking on watch it. Now inside of here, so I wanna change this a little bit. This is gonna be as a logged out viewer. I want to watch a course that I want to watch a course that's available to me. As a logged in viewer, I want to watch a course that hasn't been released yet. So that would be this one right here. Okay, so live stream VODs. So with this, maybe to go with like title and then like this section right here, that would be as a viewer, I want to know what Brooks streams about. So a nice, very small vertical slice of this. Then as a viewer, I want to see basically I want to watch the stream if it's live. So I want to see the stream if it's live. And then the previous one, which would be as a viewer, I want to see the last few streams. Now my thought was you click on these and it takes you to the VOD page, like on Twitch. Now I can do the same thing here. So I want to see the stream if it's live. I want to see the last few streams. And then as a viewer, I want to actually go watch. I want to go watch the live stream. As a viewer, want to go watch a VOD. Okay, now that's this this stream right here. Now I have these buttons, so how would I want to deal with that? I actually kind of feeling that VODs on YouTube, I don't know if this makes sense. Because like my VODs on YouTube are in slightly different playlists depending upon what we're looking at. So that might be like a list of projects in the future. So I'm kind of thinking about deleting you, but instead maybe up here we can put them some links where we say I want we'll have a link to YouTube. Nice little, let's make it the same size so we can have YouTube, Twitch, and enough of a break between there that it makes sense that it's like different. So in that case, as a viewer, I want to go to Brooks's Twitch channel. As a viewer, I want to go to Brooks's YouTube channel. Okay, that is now all of these. That's these two. Now we're up with this. So, as a viewer, I want to know why I should sign up. Now this sign up button here, this call to action. So as a logged out viewer, so I want to change that to be a logged out viewer because I think that if you're logged in, this should become like a thank you for signing up section. As a logged out viewer, I want to sign up from the landing page. So clicking that button right there. And then you, as a logged out viewer, then entering this as a logged in viewer, I don't want to see. So this is and so I don't actually know if like negative user stories are a thing, but it sort of feels that it feels natural to do this. I don't know if it's right. So like I don't want to see a sign up call to action. Like if I've already logged in, I don't want to see that. I want to be acknowledged that I have done the thing and that I'm not being sold to for the thing that I've already done. That feels that just feels like disingenuous, or like that is not, they don't care. Okay. Next up, community. So as a viewer, I want to know about Discord. So, question now. This could be done here. And I'm gonna have to think about this. Do I want to switch Discord over, where to join you have to sign up here, or rather to get the join link you have to sign up here? And then I would have to go through all my old videos and like add into the description, okay, if you want to join Discord, come to this website, then you sign up, and then you get the Discord link. I kind of feel that no, because that's not the question I'm trying to ask right now. Maybe in the future I will. But right now I'm trying to ask whether or not this is the value prop over here. And this is a completely different question that I want to ask later. So, as a viewer, I want to join the Brooks Builds Discord community. Okay, so then that's that one right there. Okay, so that's this entire page then. So we have this next, which will be the same nav bar. This should probably be an admin panel. So, like admin panel. Something like that. All right, so now it's user stories for me. So this is going to be, as an admin, I want to see that I'm on the admin panel. I'm thinking of for here that I don't have a link to it necessarily on the top page. I think this is going to be sort of like a hidden route that you just go to and then bookmark. I think that's going to be fine for as long as I'm the only admin running this. If eventually later on I hire somebody and they're going to help me out and like this has a lot more features to it, then perhaps I might have a... I mean, it could be even broken out into a different application at that point in time. But okay, let's work here. So now I have my list of courses on the left on this page. So as an admin, as an admin, on the admin panel, I want to see the list of courses. Okay, so I want to edit. I want to add, I guess like for this one, we'll start with, I want to add a new course. So I want to click this plus button. I want to get this form, fill it out, hit save, and then it appears somewhere in here. Then we're gonna have a delete here. So as an admin on the admin panel, I want to edit a course. So that would bring up the same form, or at least a form that looks exactly the same, but with all the data filled out already. Do I want to delete a course? Perhaps. Maybe I want to soft delete it, and then that would be archiving, right? So as an admin, editing a course, I want to archive the course. So as an admin, I want to archive a course. So that would be go into edit mode, and then we'll have some trash can or like archive button down here that then we press. And I think that's it for MVP. 29 tickets. These are broken down pretty small. There's some larger ones, but they're not like that large. Okay, so to sort of like continue playing around with my my board here and getting this sort of like in the order that I want to do this in. We have our project backlog. Now I have this idea of like an icebox and an inbox. I don't really know if I need the inbox, so to say. I was playing around with it as the ability to sort of like add things in here from anywhere, and then later on I know that I want to like maybe refine it just a tiny little bit, maybe add labels to it before it goes into the inbox. Once this is the current project that I'm working on, whereas this is just a big dump of all things. And this entire project is public, so any of you can go look at it and watch it and sort of like see what I'm working on, and then probably know that I don't have tickets. Like maybe like don't have something you want like in the like active ready to go column. But okay, so before it goes into ready, and this is my work in progress limit. I don't really need like note that down. I know that it's 3 really. Before I do this, so I want to be able to pick something up and I want to refine it. Well, and I want to order this too. So I want to do this in like the order of what is the most important for me. So The interesting shapes bubbling up, I think, is going to be the most important. I think I've done it relatively in the order that I want it to be in. So like looking at that, let's maybe check to see. This shouldn't be in ready. This should be like in doing, in progress. So, okay, features I want MVP. Okay, so I have authentication. I actually don't have link YouTube and link Twitch account, but I do have authentication. I don't have them linking together yet. List all courses available, so we're just going individual courses. Social, we have Discord. I guess we could have Twitter too. So I'm thinking these should be the logos, shouldn't it? I was thinking maybe if I did like social media, would you have them here? No? No. How about... Oh, you don't have like a YouTube one. Oh, that's too bad. Okay. I'll have to go find those logos later and replace them. So... So I have Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. And is there a way for me to like annotate? Not really. So let me try text. These should be logos. Okay, so another story for this. As a viewer, I want to go to Brooks's Twitter account page. And I've created the stories, and so we've canceled these ones, so I'm okay with that. And so now there's no deploy for this one. I guess like they're deployed into here, so then that gets just put into done. I have it disappear in done right now. Probably doesn't make that much sense. It's add in done. Normally when I do this, I don't have it so zoomed in, obviously. Okay, so before I do ready, I want to take them through refinement process. Refining. I want that to be before ready. Refining is going to be where we set definition of done, where we add in checkboxes and like what exactly it is that we're doing and what needs to be done for this to be considered, like to, for each of the stages. So I think this one is going to be the top one. So the bubbles bubbling up is also going to include our initial deployment and getting that stuff done. So I need refining. All right, so we're going to convert you to an issue. You're going to be part of Books builds. Labels. This is all sort of like my idea, so that's a business priority. So I'm going to be using the types of work from Lean, but then also like I haven't actually seen these specific types of work referenced outside of Phoenix Project, which is a novelization about how a software engineering company can do Lean. Which is really interesting and sort of like weird to say that way, but that's where I'm taking this. So this is a business priority. The other ones we can have are unplanned. That's a bug. A change request. That's you all request something, and IT, which they always had like IT is like the IT department is doing stuff, but that doesn't really make sense to me. So I renamed that one to internal improvement, because that's really what it is. It's anything that doesn't directly provide value, but instead is improving in some way. So it might make me faster in the long run. It might reduce bugs, which is another way to increase speed. Things like that. It might also just allow us to record information and metrics and that kind of stuff. Okay, so we can have a definition of done. I can also, in each of these repos, set up a template that we use. That might be helpful for like a little bit less boilerplate that I have to write for each of these issues. Until I'm done that, I'll probably do this manually until I really understand exactly what I want in here. Okay, so I want to see the interesting shapes bubbling up. So obviously we need this deployed out. So this is deployed to production to be done with that. Especially this one because it's gonna be the first ticket. So I want to like sort of review my entire deployment situation, make sure it's good, make sure it's what we want. Only gonna be the front end right now because I don't have anything else. I want to be able to see the shapes bubbling up. And I don't know if there's anything else that I want with this. Oh, I guess like works on the different browsers, right? So works on all browsers. So I'm thinking for this we'll have Safari, Firefox. I'm thinking latest. So let's do works on all the latest browsers for right now. Safari, Firefox, Chrome, mobile, Safari, and mobile Chrome. So that would be like an Android. I don't know if I need to do like mobile Chrome or Firefox on an iOS device because they're going to, it's using Safari behind the scenes. There's no difference. I guess there could be a kind of slightly different rendering engine on top of the Safari engine, but I don't think that matters that much. Okay, so that works. Okay, so then we have steps. So this is probably more important for us to have in here. Is like, okay, the steps to actually get this done. So I do want to reset the repo. So let's start with like reset GitHub repo. I just want it to be like nice and clean and like basic. So I'm not like just pulling in stuff that I don't really need to. So reset the GitHub repo. I want to set up the deploys. So now I already have that kind of working. So really I just need to make sure that we're only doing that properly with Pulumi. So set up Pulumi. Homeless, hello. Is that a desktop design file? It should be web. Are you gonna design a mobile also? Oh, that would be a good idea. I should definitely design for mobile, shouldn't I? Yes, we should design that. Because then when it works on all the latest browsers and in small ones, so like mobile Safari, so works and looks good. Good in all the latest browsers. So we have Safari, Firefox, Chrome, mobile Safari. Then really, if we add this is going to be like an iPad and an iPhone, and mobile Chrome is going to be an Android phone. I don't have an Android tablet, so I can't test on that. But good point. So yes, I'm not quite done with the design. We need to add that one in there. So then we got to finish this up, and then I'll go back and maybe play around with that a little bit. Steps, reset GitHub repo, set Pulumi. Okay, so Pulumi, we want to install so for this, I don't know if I need to like a very specific like exactly how it's going to be doing, but we need like VPC. We need subnets, like internet gateway and that kind of stuff. So that would probably be like VPC. Like the S3 buckets, the cloud front deployment. I guess like no, I'll just do like set up Pulumi for guess it's really just gonna be like a production stack. I'm not gonna have another stack right now yet. Once we have that, then I want to spin up a new app. So spin up hello world. U.rs app. Once I have the U.rs app, I want to create a component for this. Probably create a component for the background. So create component for background. Once I have the component for the background, I want to animate it. So add sort of like shapes. So add circles to the background. Animate the circles. Add squares to the background. Animate the squares. Add, I don't know if I want triangles to that or not, maybe. Add triangles to the background. Animate the triangles. Then I want to manually deploy using AWS CLI. Remove the background animation. It'll distract the user from reading text on the page. My idea was like really small, like slow ones, but that could be also right. We could experiment with that later. So yeah, we could try it. We could do. Nope, can't do Command L for this. It's a good idea. Let's start with no animations, and then we can experiment with that later. So add circles, squares, and triangles to the background. Manually deploy using AWS CLI, and then I want to set up GitHub Actions. For GitHub Actions, I want to lint the code, run tests, and deploy. Okay, so that would be then this first one is sort of like done and ready. So like this has been refined. There might be more that we need to refine, or so like I might be forgetting something. That's fine. As I go through this, I'll get better at it. So you're now and ready to be worked on. But as we sort of remembered, I don't want to like bring this one back. So I want to now, just in ready, we are design mobile version of the Brooks Builds landing page. So I want to have the same features, but I want things to sort of be more of a mobile. So frame. I want maybe a phone. Alternative to GitHub Copilot is Amazon Code Whisper. Huh. Did that just come out? Because I hadn't heard of that before. Also, I tried Copilot. I got on the beta, and I guess like I was doing it with Rust yesterday. Oh wow, okay. They took advantage of that release from GitHub, or maybe they didn't, because I didn't hear about it at all. I'm surprised they didn't email me. I'm on like several Amazon email lists because of AWS. Okay, so let's see. 13 Max, 13 Pro. I like that. Android small, Android large. And then you have all these different iPhones. Okay. Let's not go with the Max or Pro, but let's not go with the Mini either. We'll go with the latest Pro. And then I want horizontal mode too. Might be another one. So if I do U, wait, can I do horizontal mode? Tablet, desktop. Tablet is really going to be the same as the other one because like they're large enough, I feel. Okay, we'll just do this one again. And now I want you to be 390 by 844, so I want you to be 844 by 390. Like that. Okay, so I'll have you both sitting here. All right, so I want you to have the same background that I have here. And you should be the same one too. Okay. I want this welcome to Books Builds, but we already noticed that this needs to be smaller now. So I need to bring you down to like 32. Smaller than that. 24. For this type of thing, I feel that we could have the nav bar on the top still. You're going to be up there like that. You're definitely not going to be usable like this. So we're going to need to do like the little hamburger thing. Okay, so when you click on the hamburger, we're going to have more stuff down here. Okay, so then we're going to need another user story for this too. So that's going to be fun. So that's when we're going to see, okay, so I could still have Brooks Builds up here. So this will probably be centered to like that. This welcome to Brooks Builds will be down below the drop down if this is down here like that. Okay, so we have right, so most important ones, let's see, I don't know if I want like a specific order, but I'm thinking I'll just have a list like this. I'll probably need Nice little background. Let's start with you and then go a little shade bit darker. Oh, center the menu items. Yeah, I can do that too. Just want something like maybe that. That's what center would look like. I can do something like that to make it really easy to see the difference between those. And then I want one more down here so I can have a close button for this. But then align the text items to the left. Okay. Yeah, the centered ones look kind of weird. I wonder if close should be aligned left too. So it's left align you, and then this is center. What do you think about that? Close maybe should be centered. So you tap closed, and then this rolls up. Kind of want this to be a different color. So we can make it. I don't want it to be gray because that might be confused with like is deactivated. Maybe I want it to be something like blue. Or closer to red? Not sure. Remove close and swap the hamburger item with X when the menu is open. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, we'll do that. Then you become an X. So there, I like it. Okay. So we have our hamburger icon, we click it. That then comes down here and does that. We can then tap on these for links or then close it back up again. Okay, so then welcome to Brooks Builds will then be down here. You can add comments in Figma by pressing the Talk Cloud button top right. This thing? I need to pay for that. Next to the hand. Oh, this one, top left. Okay. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, so hamburger icon turns into clickable X when open. X is used to close the menu. Nice, okay. I could do some... Okay, that's nice. Oh, and it's C, okay. C will add a comment. Okay, so we have our Welcome to Brooks Builds. That'll then be here. Now, our top priority for things will be these courses. So I want, can I undo your group? Ungroup. I want to take you all. Put you in here. So we'll have a list of the courses. Right now we don't have too many, so I'm okay with us just like going through them like this. That's like the top reason to go here. Now the next one would be sign up as the next priority, and I suppose community. Let's see if copy paste works. So we'll do sign up in community. And then the live stream VODs. Okay, so it's not great, but this might be valid as an MVP. I don't actually know how many people would even be coming here on their mobile devices to watch courses or not. I'll be interested. So something else that I want to then make sure we do in our... Oh, I lost my... Did I lose mine? No, you're still here. So I want to see the interesting shapes. Interesting shapes in the background. I want to gather metrics for this too. So add metric gathering. Now, the thing that I'm the most interested in for this will be the device size. So device type. So that would be something like iPhone, Android. I can get that on a browser, right? Because like the browser will tell me it's a mobile. Okay, so how about just browser? So that would be something like Safari, Safari on Mac, mobile Safari, Android Chrome, something like that. That might be the biggest thing that I want for this. Yeah, the browser is sending that stuff with every request to the server. Yeah, so Google Analytics might be what I end up going with. Right, because then I can see the user agent stuff. I'm not going to worry about people hiding and masking their user agent if they do that and then I sort of like make decisions based on that. It's unfortunately going to just make it worse for them. But then I sort of like expect that people who are masking theirs sort of like know that that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to stay with this for right now. Most people don't do that. Yeah, I remember for a while that was like a big thing that you can do in... Do you all remember Mozilla? like before Firefox existed. You do that in Mozilla because some websites were saying, oh no, you didn't program this for anything other than IE, so it won't even load because it detected the user agent and like hid all the content for some silly reason. So what I want to start, this is what we're going to start with. This is not a great design. I think a better one would be to have a drop down with each of these and have an accordion, turn these into accordions. But I'm going to wait on that to just see how many people are actually visiting on mobile, or at least trying to visit on mobile. Okay. I don't need you. All right, this one. It's gonna be similar, right? So we're gonna have you. We're gonna have you here. Now I'd be interested if I could handle all of these. I might be able to get away with everything here because these are gonna be logos. So, logos instead of words. I may not need the hamburger icon in this case. That might be fine. Now it might be too small. We will see. Then after that, we'll have welcome to Brooks Builds. You go into the center here like that. We'll have our courses go in a center like this. Now, this is going to be more interesting. We're going to have I'm probably going to want to tile the courses like this. If you use logos, then you need to add some text under the logo to explain what the logo does. If it's not a logo that everybody knows, like the hamburger icon. I'm thinking for like Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, it's going to be the Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube logos. So that should be fairly obvious what it does. I'm hoping at least. I want you to distribute. How is that distribute? Okay. No, that is not helpful. Probably don't want these all the way up against the side. So let's go something like that. We'll do something like that. That's not great. I'll have to tweak around with it. I'm not trying to make it perfect here. I just sort of like get an idea of what it would look like. So this will tile that way. So then we'll have sign up. Sign up will be just a new section down here. I actually probably could get away with left and right for sign up in community. And then live stream VODs. I'll put this as a center because there's nothing else in there. But you could be left and right. then you can just sort of tile down there if I have a bunch of them like that. Okay. All right, more stories. Well, is it more stories really? Not really. It's the same stories, but now definition of done needs to now work with all of these. And I think that's gonna be the important thing. So in progress. This is ready. I'll just sure you're done. It's not great. There's a lot that can be improved, but it's something that allows me to move forward, and that's the real thing that's important here. Is just moving forward a little bit. We have our first story that is refined, which is going to be that sort of like setting up the background, and then there's a whole bunch of steps in this one. This might end up being like an entire week to do, maybe even a little bit more with like a lot of the setup things. That being said, I've run out of time for today, so this is what we're going to start working on Monday, which is going to be really exciting. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. I have there is well, there's not very many of us here, so I'm just going to go ahead and end for today. But as I mentioned, I'll be back on Monday to continue working on this project. On Sunday morning, we're gonna do we're gonna go back into Screeps. So Sundays are sort of like a fun programming day. And that's gonna be our Screeps time. We're doing that in Rust, of course, and we've been recording tutorial videos for how to get started in Screeps and going through the tutorials and getting that all set up. And sorry, it's not Screeps, it's Screeps Arena, which is a separate game, but using sort of like a similar game engine and similar everything else. So if you're interested in that, I'd love to have you hang out with us on Sunday. So with that, I'm going to head off to my day job. I hope that you have a great rest of your morning, day, evening, night, whatever it is for you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.